Let's talk about how to record a DJ set with multiple cameras. Got a really cool set coming up at Superior Ingredients in Brooklyn. I'm especially excited for this one because it has a lot of artists from the label D&D-REC, which I have a few songs out on. I'll be recording the entire set from start to finish. Since I've done this a few times now, I figured I'd share my tips, my tricks, how to prepare for it, what gear I use, audio and video. So this video will be preparing for the set, preparing our equipment. The next video will be the set itself. The video after that, we'll discuss how to use software to put everything together, the different camera angles, the audio, how to sync everything up perfectly, and get it ready for YouTube. The thing about recording a full set is that there are no retakes. You're performing live. So if you make a mistake, it's gonna be in the full recording. So there's a lot of pressure on the line to perform well, but also ensure that everything goes well with the camera. By doing it myself and recording myself and investing in my own equipment, I'm gonna end up saving a lot of money down the road, instead of hiring someone else or a videographer to record the full set for me, because those rates are pretty expensive. Not that I don't respect the work that they're doing, but I gotta think about myself financially, and I've saved a ton of money and I've learned a lot throughout the process as well. As an artist of any type, it's good to diversify your expertise. So my main expertise as an artist is based in music production and DJing, but also as I've purchased this equipment, I've learned a ton more about filmmaking and cinematography, and it's a lot of work, but I'm loving it so far. I'm saving a ton of money in the process. I'm going to be using 3 cameras for this set. What I'm going to use for the front angle shot is going to be a DJI Action 5 Pro. The reason why I use the DJI Action 5 for the front angle is because this has a super wide angle lens. So I'm not sure exactly how close I'll be able to put this camera, but if it's a small DJ booth and it's too close, I can change the settings to make it a wide angle lens to ensure that everything is in frame. This is going to be that kind of set it and forget it angle that's going to always be visible in the front, so you can see everything that I'm doing there. Really love the DJI Action 5 Pro. It's an amazing, amazing camera. For the side angle shot, I'll be using a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It has a great professional look, and additionally, it's on a gimbal. Maybe you'll see me call out my friend, just have him pick up the camera and walk around with it. It has, the 3-axis gimbal on it, nice smooth footage, great do-it-all camera. The DJI Pocket also has face tracking. So in case I want to activate that, I can actually set it down. It'll follow my face, it'll follow my body. We're not going to be doing that for this set. It's good to have for different types of content. Additionally, it's just so tiny. It takes up like no space in the bag. So overall, fantastic do-it-all camera. And for the handheld camera, this camera here, this is a Sony ZV-E10 with a 16mm Sigma lens. This camera is best for the dynamic crowd shots, whether in the crowd or from behind me. Great for close-ups, any movement, and really focus on my hands when I'm doing transitions. The Sony camera has really reliable autofocus. As you know, we're not professionals with these cameras, so we do use a lot of the auto functions. And the autofocus with this lens and with this camera, it's fantastic as a handheld camera. This set is going to be during the day, but the lens that I have on it is equipped to handle low light performance, where a majority of my shows are. So this camera is going to do just fine during the day. And having a human actually manning the camera really means that you can adapt to the energy of the set. You can zoom in where you need to. You can pull focus from the decks to the crowd. You can really get creative with it. The other 2 are just stationary cameras because we're a small team. But if we're going to have one human behind a camera, it's definitely going to be the Sony. The best part about using multiple cameras, in case where one camera dies or there's a bug, for whatever reason the camera stops working, we have 2 other ones. So when we put the whole thing together, it's going to be the front angle with the DJI Action camera, and for the side angle, it's going to be the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and for the handheld camera, it'll be the Sony ZV-E10. In order to record audio from a Pioneer mixer, all you need is just an iPhone, the app, and a cable. You're good to go. I've discussed this in a previous video of how to record your DJ set. I'll link it on the screen here. Now, just thinking about recording video and audio is not enough. We need a lot of accessories in order to make this happen. Things that I've learned in the past is that however capable you think your camera batteries are, you always need extra batteries, and you always need extra power banks and the correct wires with them. I've run into so many times where I charge my camera fully and I leave the house with it. I get to my set, for some reason the battery lost 20% on the ride there. I set it down, I start recording, and the battery dies after like 10 minutes and I'm screwed and I have no footage. Something about me is I overpack in terms of batteries and power banks, and if there's an outlet nearby for a stationary camera, you bet I'm going to use that as well. Tripods, we need extra batteries, we need extra SD cards. Pack everything just in case, and if you don't have backups, go get backups. They're really cheap on Amazon. Get backups to your backups. The last thing you want is to put all this work into it and have to worry about your set, and you get there and you don't have the right equipment. Just buy extra stuff. I promise you, it will help you down the road. When it comes to actually setting up the cameras, you need plenty of time in order to do this. If you are just recording a set at home, you kind of have all the time that you need in order to set it up. But for a show like this, where everyone has their set times, you're not working on your time, you're working on the show's time. There's a specific run of show that's followed. As soon as your slot comes, you gotta be ready. We'll be getting there very early in order to set up the cameras, check the lighting, ensure all the batteries are set, all the memory is cleared, so when the set time comes around, we'll be ready to go. When you're recording live music, you have to always remember, if you're placing a stationary camera on a surface, you have to ensure that it's not near any of the speakers or subwoofers, and that when the speakers are playing, that surface is not shaking. I had a set where I placed my camera down on a table, which was sitting right on top of a subwoofer, and I didn't know that. The entire footage was just the camera shaking, so be mindful of that. Additionally, for the DJI action, it has great stabilization, so in the case where I do set it down on a shaky surface, or the subwoofer base is really shaking it, it has fantastic stabilization, so I actually don't need to worry about that. The way that I like my handheld recordings is going to be not like you're shooting a movie, but just like you're shooting to create memories. So you'll see in my previous sets, it just looks like you're part of the crowd. It looks like you're just someone standing around. I kind of like that candid look. I don't like it to look too much like a movie or too cinematic, because I want these sets to feel like, oh, someone is watching this and they're having so much fun watching the set, and it feels like they're there, that they want to come out to that next show. Well, there's a lot of pressure involved in order to perform well and ensure that all the cameras are ready and all the batteries are there, and I wouldn't be able to do this without my girlfriend behind the camera, but it's a very, very rewarding experience once you nail everything down. Super excited for this weekend. It's going to be a really fun show, and we'll get to record the entire thing. We'll have the full hour and a half edited, ready to go next week. I'll document that process, so after I post the full set, the week after, I'll show exactly how it went. I'll show how we edit multicam footage in post-processing, how we line up all the shots, how we sync the audio to the video, how we deal with any blips. So now that we have all the cameras set, we have everything ready to go, we packed our bag, can't forget the DJ equipment. And for me, we'll be performing on 4 CDJ-3000s and a DJM-900 mixer, so all we need is exported USB from Rekordbox and our headphones. If you want to know how to properly export your USBs using Rekordbox, I'll link another video that I've done showing the best settings for you to export your USBs, how to prepare a set in Rekordbox, export those to your USBs, so as soon as you show up to a CDJ and you plug in, you're ready to go. This show is at one of my favorite venues, Superior Ingredients, the rooftop. It has an amazing view of the city. And here's some videos of me playing there before, but the view of the city is unmatched behind the DJs. We're gonna have some really cool shots, and I'm super excited. If you want to see how the footage turns out, subscribe. Next week, we'll release the full set. You'll see how everything went and get ready to go. In the meantime, enjoy the previous sets, enjoy the rest of the videos in the channel, and we'll see you next week with the full set.